Hi, Amy. It's nice to see you again. So, we are going to pick up from where we left off last session, talking about your treatment goals and more specifically your family. So, if I'm remembering correctly, you had mentioned that your dad recently got remarried and his new wife has three of her own children. And you have been living with your mom, who is married to another woman, and she has two of her own children. And you recently became in contact with your dad again after not speaking with him for a few years. Is that correct? Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And I also wanted to thank you for sharing with me last session that you've been having a difficult time with your identity and how you fit into your family. And that must have been really difficult to share and taken a lot of strength to do that. So I wanted to thank you for that. And it is something that I wanted to discuss a little further today with you, if that's okay. Okay. So, Amy, every family is unique and has different values and beliefs, and sometimes those values and beliefs may look different with each family member. And when someone has a blended family like you do, it may be difficult to find your place. And if that's the case, that's a very valid feeling to have. I wanted to do an activity with you that I think can be helpful. It's called a Culturegram. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to walk through it with you today. And I'm going to be giving you this sheet of paper. What's on it, it looks like a spider web, and it has 10 different lines with a box at the end. And the box in the middle is going to be your name and the names of your family members. And so the first box is going to be asking you what community you live in, about the name of the community, how big it is, if it's a city or a neighborhood. And the second one is going to be how long you've lived there. And the third one is going to be the language that you speak at home and in the community, if it's different than the language of other people in the community and your family. And the fourth one is going to be about your health. So the different practices that you have with your family, meaning what you do when you're not feeling well. Number 5 is the activities you enjoy, and if it's the same activities as your family or if it's different. Number 6 is the holidays and the special events that you and your family do and celebrate. And number 7 is the things that you do on a regular basis, what are called rituals. Number 8 is going to be different spiritual, cultural beliefs that you have. And number 9 is different values that you have about school and education, and if these are the same as your family. And number 10 is going to be values that you have personally. Okay, so this activity is meant to learn a little bit more about yourself and your family and your culture. And it can also help determine kind of the things that you value, what's important to you, and what you believe in, and how this may look different from the other members of your family. So there's no right or wrong answer, and this is just meant to help you discover a little bit more about yourself and your culture and your family. Okay, so let's get started.